The floating city. The discovery of the floating city.
On a rainy afternoon, young Ben rummaged through his grandfather's attic, dusty, forgotten, full of strange memories. He wasn't looking for anything in particular, just a little adventure. That's when he found it, a weathered leather tube tied with twine. Inside, an ancient map unfolded across the dusty floor, its edges cracked, the ink faded, but just visible enough to make out 3 words that would change his life forever. Ben's heart raced. His grandfather had always told stories, wild, unbelievable tales about cities in the sky, powered by wind and sun, built by a forgotten people. Most called it fantasy. Ben wasn't so sure anymore. With the map in hand and a pack on his shoulders, he left the next morning before the sun rose. His journey took him through misty valleys, towering forests, and quiet mountain passes. He slept beneath stars and pressed on through rain. Days passed until finally he stood at the foot of a sheer cliff, just as the map had promised. Etched into the rock face, hidden behind vines and moss, he found it, an ancient elevator carved into the stone, rusted but still humming with mysterious energy. He stepped inside and pulled a worn lever. With a creak and a jolt, the elevator began to rise. Higher and higher it climbed, until the world below faded into mist and cloud. And then, light. The clouds parted, revealing something impossible. There, suspended above the world, was the floating city. Massive platforms hovered silently in the sky, their bases spinning slowly like the arms of a great clock. Bridges of shimmering glass connected towers that gleamed in the sunlight. Windmills turned lazily, and glowing airships drifted overhead. It was like stepping into a dream. Ben wandered the city in awe until he was approached by figures robed in soft, flowing silver. The Guardians. Their eyes were kind, their voices calm. They told Ben he had been expected. Long ago, they said, the city had been built by a civilization that understood the skies. They had captured the wind, bent light, and turned clouds into power. But over time, the source that kept their city alive, the energy core, had begun to fade. And now, the city was dying. "But why me?" Ben asked. One guardian smiled. "Your grandfather helped build it, and now it's your turn to save it." With the guardians at his side, Ben was led deep into the city's heart, where beneath the tallest tower stood the crystal core, a towering prism of swirling light, now dull and flickering. Around it, ancient machines hummed faintly, struggling to breathe life into the city above. Ben pulled out a small book his grandfather had left behind, tucked into the map. Inside were notes, sketches, formulas, ideas far beyond his years. But he understood just enough to see the answer. They needed to channel energy from above and below, from the sunlight and the wind that whispered constantly through the city. With the help of the Guardians, he built towering reflectors and wind catchers, using the old machines to direct power back into the crystal. At first, nothing. Then, light. The crystal pulsed once, then again. Slowly, its glow returned. The buildings around them shimmered. The platform steadied. The sky itself seemed to respond. The floating city rose higher, not with force, but with grace. The city was alive again. That evening, the Guardians gathered as the sun set behind the clouds. They thanked Ben for his courage and wisdom, for the spark he had restored not only to their home, but to their hearts. Before he left, one of them handed him a pendant. Inside, it swirled a tiny fragment of the crystal, glowing softly. "Wherever the wind takes you," the Guardian said, "you'll always have a home here." Ben boarded an airship bound for the world below. As he drifted downward, he looked back at the city, glowing in the twilight, floating high above the clouds. A city no one else believed in, but he had found and saved. The Floating City is a story about discovery, courage, and the magic of knowledge passed down through generations. Ben's journey shows that sometimes the impossible only stays hidden because no one dares to look. And when we do, what we find can change the world.